What's up guys, welcome to a new video of myself, and today we are going to rank the Assassin's Creed protagonists that we've seen along the journey through Assassin's Creed. Now there are a few that I still have to play. I'm currently still playing Black Flag, for example. Uh, the reasons why will probably be said in the Assassin's Creed game tier list that I will record after this one. But I wanted to start with the protagonist ones because I've obviously played most of the other ones. I've played Freedom's Cry, I've played Unity, Syndicate, Odyssey, Origin. I've played the second one on Brotherhood. I'm still busy with the Revelation one, so I've only had a little bit of a peak there. I've fully done Valhalla as well. I still need to play Rogue, so I have no idea how he will be. So we'll let's get him out of the way, because I don't really know how he is. So I'll put him in meh, so kind of neutral area for me, as I obviously haven't played as said character. Um, we'll obviously start with I'm pretty sure this is Adewale, right? The when I obviously when you see like the trailers and stuff like that, this guy's trailer, right? When he gets to the like the in-game footage or like the not real life footage anymore, dude, is so cool. I mean, I guess it's because his robes were black in that cutscene as well, so it looked very cool, right? Because Ezio in Revelation also has like a very dark one, which just is so cool compared to the white ones. I mean, that I would say that. But obviously, from the experience I've had from Freedom's Cry specifically, I really like it. Like, it's probably like a pretty perfect story, right? Like dealing with like slavery and fighting against it. So I think that's really cool. Uh, and probably say I'm gonna put it in neutral compared to like if I'm gonna put other people above. Yeah, I'll probably put other people above him, but he's like very high in that neutral because I do definitely like him quite a bit, especially because of his cause as well, the what he stands for and stuff like that. Then we have let me get Cassandra here because we'll just do Odyssey together, as obviously that was a choice. Now Odyssey, as when I played Odyssey, I chose Cassandra because I usually don't like if you get the choice, I pick the female characters. So I picked Cassandra. Now I do think that Alexios is a better fit for that uh bad guy role compared to Cassandra. I feel like if you would pick Alexius, it just look like Cassandra looks out of place. That's what I would say. Uh, Compared to maybe that's just a gender thing, which maybe it's just in my in my head, and maybe it's just because I chose Cassandra in the first place and it just fitted really well, and now it looks weird when I watch like a rerun from it, and the players play with Alexios, and they have Cassandra be the bad person. Uh, so yeah, I think I really do like Alexios. I really do like him. Uh, I would put him in pretty decent, but I guess it's more like as a antagonist, right? That's the right wording, right? It's protagonist is the character you play, and antagonist is your opponent, right? Uh, so I guess kind of more like that. Cassandra, I would put her here as well. I do think I quite liked her and enjoyed like playing as her character. Uh, Like, I wasn't really like I got upset or something. So it's weird because it's actually the game that I played the most, but yeah, it's probably the one that is like the one of the easiest. Well, there is an easier one to rank. But next up is Altair, and I have to put Altair in the Adore section, as Altair was always my favorite character up until recently when I decided to drop him to second place as another assassin I've decided to make my favorite. So we'll come to that assassin later on. Now, I always liked Altair most. It's also the only game I played when I was younger at the time. So I never played the Ezio trilogy back then, but I obviously revisited it on my PC later on. Because what was the third? What was the second one that I bought? What was the game that I bought to get back into the scene of Assassin's Creed? I don't know. I can't remember. I think I must have seen something from Assassin's Creed, and I bought like I feel like I bought Origins, Odyssey, and Assassin's Creed 3 with the Hayden. No, that's not what his name is. The two Kenways, Connor Kenway and his father, right? Right. So, but I don't know which one I played first. I feel like I started with Origin first, but then I didn't really feel it, and then I tried Odyssey, and that one hooked me. Maybe it could be that, but I could be wrong as well. So, not I can't really remember. But yeah, Altair is definitely in like the top tier section of assassins. It's just such a I guess it's more the iconic character, right? It's the character that created the franchise. So it's always going to be one of the best or one of the favorites along the fans. Next up is Arnaud, or however you would say it. The French assassin. I actually really enjoyed the story or the setting from it. Mm, where would I put it? Hmm. I think I'd probably put it in pretty decent as well. And I'll put it there. Obviously, because of the reason that Alexios is more of the in my game in playthrough, Alexios was of course the bad person. So um that's why I'm putting Arno in front of him. I really did like the whole like love story with the Templar girl, so I think that was really cool. Well, I always say cool, but that was really different to other scenarios or like the other Assassin's Creed so that we've had so far. So it's very nice. But it's been a while as well, so I can't remember a lot from the game, except like obviously that topic. And I know you lived in the house of Edward or something, stuff like that. What do you mean, Edward? No, it's in France. What am I talking about? See, that's how wrong I already am. Um, but yeah, I did really enjoy him as an assassin, so never really bothered me. Liberation. Um, I feel like I want her as a character is probably going to be a meh. Not only because I didn't complete the game, I definitely played a bit of the game, but it never tried me to continue either. Uh, Maybe it's also because it's not a full on fledged game. perhaps. Who knows? So yeah. Uh, well, it's not much to say about that one then. Then we have uh, what's her name again? I probably have to put her in underwhelming because you don't really play as her, right? You play more um as now I already forgot his name as well. What's the name of the origin thing? I'm completely mind blanking on this. I mean, I'm gonna put subject 16 in dislike because he's just. I'm pretty sure this picture is taken from Revelation, and honestly, he's just annoying as far as I've seen him in the game. So I'm just not gonna say much about him. Um, yeah, I don't remember the names from these, but I I thought it was all right. I thought it was okay. It was definitely interesting to see like the start of it, but yeah. Next up, I don't. Is that old Altair? I'm not sure. I'm gonna put that one aside for now. So next up is Connor Kenway, right? Uh, the game I actually really played, and I think it's interesting that he's a local from there. I think that's an interesting one, but I didn't much like him because of it as well. Because the language and the name, like his actual name, was difficult to say. So, or difficult to say, just well, you weren't able to literally say it anyway. So that's why I put him in meh. So he's all right. There's nothing really crazy about him. Then we obviously have we'll do the two current day assassins that we've had, with obviously being Desmond, which I think is a pretty decent character, and I think I will put her in this. No, I'll put her in underwhelming. I feel like this like is maybe like a little bit harsh, because she does have good moments, I'd say, in the games, but I just don't. It doesn't click. I feel like it doesn't click. Something off that I don't know. It's just I don't feel it. If that makes sense. Uh, so next is Edward, which is from Black Flag. There's not a lot of things that I've obviously not finished the game yet, but I've seen a little bit of him. If people would put him in a door, I would be very. I mean, I could see it because a lot of people like Black Flag a lot. Uh, but I'm gonna put him in Meh as well. I probably enjoy Connor more. I like that he's a pirate. I think that's cool in a way. Um, but I don't know. It kind of feels stale. Uh, I don't know. Just might just be me, but um, let's finish off the Edwards family, right? The Kenway family with the in between. I'm probably gonna say I will. I'm going to put him in underwhelming because it was very confusing. Because when I started playing the Assassin's Creed 3 remastered, right? You obviously see Connor on the cover, and also in the trailer, you always see Connor, right? And then suddenly the game starts and you're playing as him, and it's like, huh? I'm so confused. So yeah, that's probably what put him in underwhelming. Otherwise, I probably would say, yeah, he belongs in Met as well. Um, I want to skip a few as well. We'll put the twin fries or twin fries. Nice. They're not fries, obviously, but the fry twins there. And let's quickly go to the Eivor. Uh, I'm not sure how I feel about Eivor because obviously I picked the male one in this because I'm already not a super huge fan of Vikings. I think the game definitely made me like it a little bit more. I think the Vikings were a little bit more interesting because of the game, but it still isn't my favorite. I definitely would have seen. I'd rather would have seen other locations that were much more interesting. I'd say, but I mean, I guess other people will be different opinion on that. I think I'll put him in pretty decent. I think he was. I think it was decent. I think the link with Odin was pretty cool. Because of the god stinging as well. And uh, I, one thing that I didn't like was the alternative story, right? So you had the DLC with the Ragnarok thing. That one I that one I didn't like. But I did like that Loki was not Loki. The hell? That Odin was there for his decisions and things like that, and then at the end you kind of get rid of him, right? So I think that was cool, and I feel like that was enough of his linkage to the northern gods. I think they shouldn't have continued with it with the Ragnarok one. But hey, it's it is what it is. And then we have Ezio in the 3 games. Ezio in Assassin's Creed 2. Uh, I'd probably have to put him in a door. I think you just have to, right? Uh, because of the reason that he's such a ladies person as well in that period of in that game. So, and of course he's young, which obviously I guess kind of suits more to me as I'm not crazy old yet. Um, I would, I'd probably say Ezio in Brotherhood is a little bit less because he's matured and kind of learned a lot more. And obviously, he deals with things more differently, right? But but in Revelation so far, so this is so far. My opinion could change maybe on this. I'm going to put him in the door as well because I do like a few things about him. Because in the beginning you have that carriage chase of the dude. First of all, that's a terrible mission. I hate that mission. But at a point, or like after it or something, he says something about this used to be so much easier, or basically uh, reminding the player that he's getting older, right? And it's becoming more difficult for him to keep up with all of the assassin stuff that he needs to do. So that was pretty cool. And then obviously when you arrive in the new area, you still see his ladies' attention be there as well. So yeah, that's you can still see Ezio in it. So I think that's pretty cool. Um, I do think this is Altair, but I'm not sure. So I'm just gonna put him back at the back because I don't know if that's meant to be older Altair in the PSP game, perhaps. But again, my opinion wouldn't be changed on that. Altair is just in the door anyway. Then I will pick Jacob Fry. Is the next one that I will rank. Um, I'm gonna put him in underwhelming, which I never really liked him. He just felt annoying and in the way. I guess. I'm trying to think what more I can say about this dude. I mean, the trailer is about him, which is cool, and what he does in the trailer is pretty cool and funny. In the bar, it's funny as well. So that's what he is going for him. But I just think Evie Fry is just so much better on any level. I mean, of course, she has the female category checked off, like with that golden thing. But yeah, when I played Syndicate, I think I played 95% of the game as Evie Fry, except for when I couldn't. And when I couldn't, I just hated the game. And also, I had the DLC for the Ripper, which is a very fascinating. Well, fascinating is a terrible thing that happened, of course, but it was a very cool DLC. I very much enjoyed it, and obviously, you could play that as Evie Fry, which is wonderful. And also, like the fact that most assassins out of the Assassin's Creed genre are male, right? Or are technically supposed to be male, right? You have like the three. You have the three Kenways, right? They're all three males. You have Altair, you have Ezio, so that's already five. And then you have you have Desmond, right? And then you have the one from Rogue, which is also male. You have Adewale, which is another male, which he should be there anyway, right? For reasons, right? And you now have Basim, of course, which I obviously haven't played either yet. And you have the Origin dude, so that's already 10, and that's not including Jacob Fry and Alexios, who obviously, and Eivor, who obviously are options, right? Because Eivor you can choose male or female, and with Alexios you can also choose male or female in those games. And if you would see at female assassins, you obviously have Evie Fry, you have Cassandra, the girl from Liberty, the woman from Origin, who you actually barely use, and the was it Leah? Is it Leah? Her name? The real the current day age assassin in the more recent games. I'm not sure, but that's like 5, right? And I guess Eivor you could kind of count because you could choose, but it's still like if you don't do that, it's 5. Well, 4 if you don't pick Cassandra, right? But that's not enough, right, to balance that out. Like if it was like 9 and 10, whatever, right? But like the difference is much bigger. Uh, but yeah, I've always liked Evie Fry as well. So this is my Assassin's Creed tier list. Obviously, the pictures on the bottom I will not rank because they're kind of pointless, right? So before I'm waffling on even longer about this, as I would still want to obviously record the other video. Yeah, this is it. I hope you guys all enjoyed this tier list about the assassins. If you're new around here, obviously hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed. Like the button, hit the like button. That's what I meant to say. Not sure. I went too quick. Anyway. I hope you all have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.